What awaits the zodiac signs in 2025? Aries. The year 2025 will begin for you with an important astronomical phenomenon. On January 16th, Mapk, the patron saint of the sign of Aries, will be in opposition to the Earth. That is, it will get as close as possible and will burn brightly in the sky all night. This is a signal that it is necessary to begin the restructuring of life. Full or partial, it's up to you. It's time to take a close look at how you spend your days and make improvements where necessary, starting with finances. But while you're cultivating, don't forget about the house. Create a cozy and proper atmosphere. Organize a home office. In the first half of the year, you will have to work a lot remotely. Keep a balance between the needs of your family and your desire for success. In the summer, you may have a spontaneous desire to end your relationship with your loved one and reboot, but try not to make irreversible decisions without thinking twice, or better yet, 3 times. In April, financial issues may occupy you more than usual, but this time, you don't have to solve them alone. Yes, Aries values their independence the most, but think about how you can collaborate with others to achieve your own goals. Aries is a fiery zodiac sign, and therefore always gives himself to work with frenzied enthusiasm. So, in 2025, it would be good to slow down a little so as not to overexert yourself. Try to give up overtime work, even if you lose some of your income in doing so. Otherwise, you will have to spend much more on restoring your health. The best months for career growth are May and August. A corridor of opportunities will open after August 10th. You won't even need to make much effort, and the successes will come one after another. Relationships with colleagues will improve. You will leave all the resentments behind, and this will also help you in your career. Taurus. The year 2025 for Taurus will be the end of a long period of change. The last and most important piece of the puzzle will finally be in your hands. You will be able to achieve the goals that you have been striving for more than 1 year. Therefore, surprises and pleasant excitement are possible in the first half of the year. April and May are a good time to tackle projects that require mental flexibility and endurance. Avoid disputes and conflicts when defending your interests, especially with siblings, distant relatives, or neighbors. In August and September, you will have to find a balance between work and personal life. When you're constantly on the business merry-go-round, you risk missing out on something important in a relationship. Closer to November, unpleasant and sobering information about your partner may be revealed. People born under the sign of Taurus usually try to avoid responsibility for making fateful decisions and shift them onto the shoulders of others. But it's up to you to decide. Analyze the situation, and if you give more than you receive, and the relationship has begun to weigh you down, you may have to take a break or leave your partner for good. As for health, in 2025, Taurus should regularly attend preventive checkups. Do not ignore the alarming symptoms, and do not self-medicate. In the spring months, you will have to seriously work on your physical fitness. Diets never help Taurus. You have enough willpower for a week, and then you break down and gain even more than you manage to lose. That's why you need to fall in love. You will immediately be motivated to work on yourself. Moreover, the year 2025 is ideal for finding a new partner. All single Taurus people should look around more carefully so as not to miss the fateful meeting. Don't be led astray by 1 or 2 unsuccessful dates in early spring. The stars predict that you will certainly find the person who will make you feel fantastic. Gemini. The first months of 2025 will be very pleasant. There will be no serious problems, and many small but bright victories and successes will fill you with good energy. However, it is better for Gemini to prepare in advance for the trials. In their personal lives, that will begin in April. Do not hesitate to seek help from work colleagues or loved ones during this difficult period. There may also be challenges and serious problems at work. But closer to the end of October, if you manage to solve all the issues quickly and effectively, your superiors will notice and reward you for all the stress, nerves, and worries. In the first half of the year, you will have a great opportunity to achieve something more: a salary, a position, a separate office. Therefore, when an interesting offer arrives, you will have to react quickly, almost without hesitation. Listen to your intuition, but also keep in mind the proverb, "They lay down smoothly, but they sleep hard." For Gemini, who have been in a relationship for a long time, the stars predict storms and thunderstorms in early May, as well as a couple of sharp turns in July. But those who want to preserve the union will be able to do so. You just need to be patient and watch the tone with which you make even the most just claims. In 2025, married twins are strictly prohibited from cheating and hiding money from their significant other when everything is revealed. And the stars warn that this will definitely happen. You will lose your partner's trust and control over the relationship, and accepting that you can't influence the situation is going to be the hardest part. The second half of the year will bring you a lot of success financially. Don't waste money on luxury or long-distance travel. It's better to pay off debts as soon as possible, pay fines and other obligations. Don't try to make money by gambling, because it can backfire on you. In order to avoid health problems in 2025, you need to make changes to your diet and sleep patterns, and also get rid of bad habits. Cancer, 2025 is going to be an unsettling year, but you're finally going to fix it. You will be able to get out of debt, deal with relationship problems, and change jobs. Just keep in mind, all this needs to be done without nerves and emotions. This is the time to look at everything from a practical point of view and come up with useful solutions. Cancer should consider any changes at work as a good opportunity for development and growth, professional and career. But your business competitors can also act aggressively, straightforwardly, and ruthlessly in the first half of the year. Don't worry, it will give you an extra boost of energy and motivation to fight. But beware of scandals and direct conflicts. Act diplomatically. In the second half of the year, you will have to compete for a higher position and the buns attached to it. Don't let opportunities pass you by just because of your excessive modesty and tact. Arouse your rage, go all in, and don't be afraid to take risks. This is an all or nothing situation. The stars recommend Cancers to be careful and not to confide in colleagues, especially in the fall. One of them, or maybe several, can only pretend to be friendly and will not fail to use these revelations to harm you. This may be a big disappointment for you, but at least you'll get a good life lesson. The weeks before and after the total lunar eclipse, September 7th, are especially dangerous. Financially, stick to the golden rule in 2025. Don't lend money to your family members. Otherwise, it can result in huge losses. Spring and summer are passionate and sensual times for all Cancers, both men and women. These seasons seem to be designed to bring you great pleasure, but try to take care of your partner so that he is also satisfied with everything in the relationship. Even if you have known each other relatively recently, still consider the second opinion. Do not make selfish decisions. Leo, 2025 will be a year of growth and self-realization for Leo. Use every opportunity to achieve your goals, and don't forget to celebrate your successes. The solar eclipse on March 29th will trigger a transformation process that will gradually change your views and meanings over the next 20 years, and changes will begin in your personal life. Therefore, If you are already married, be on your guard. Your love will go through several crises. They are sent so that you can finally make sure whether you are destined to be together and how dear you are to each other. If the relationship doesn't work out in the end, don't worry about it. Let everything take its course. Only time will tell if it's worth saving your love or if it's better if you go your separate ways. You will solve this dilemma in the second half of the year. Therefore, it may happen that during this period, you will more often look for the company of your friends. With them, you'll want to relax and forget about what's going on in your personal life. The fact that thoughts will be constantly focused on a partner can affect Leo's career. This zodiac sign is often distracted and makes mistakes due to inattention. In 2025, you'll have to turn on your innate charm to the fullest in order to contain your boss's outbursts of anger and avoid being fired. Stop bringing emotions and feelings to work. Approach it only pragmatically. If you want to change jobs, the best chance is at the end of the summer. Until then, do not make any sudden movements, and do not try to blackmail the management with your possible departure. If you run a business and constantly miss out on profits, consider joining forces with competitors in September and October, at least in one project. Everyone will benefit from this. This is also a good time to analyze your expenses. Serious health shocks are not to be feared. But in 2025, the Lions just need to get enough sleep and go on vacation on time. Virgo. The year 2025 will allow Virgo to bask in the rays of the sun and will provide an opportunity to assess how flexible your views on the world have become in recent years. And now is the time to confirm that you are on the right track. In their personal lives, everything will be stable, but Virgos who have lived in a relationship for several years may suddenly feel that everything is going a little wrong. It is worth taking this bell with all possible seriousness. Try to communicate with your partner and understand each other. Arrange for yourself some pleasant moments to rekindle your love. It won't be easy for single Virgos to find a new partner, but if you are patient, some success may come in the spring. It's a time of fast-paced romances and romantic pursuits. However, don't expect anything serious, and be careful not to get carried away too much. Virgo has good communication skills, and this is the only way to get out of unpleasant situations that may arise in August and September. Especially if you work in a large team. You may be involved in a conflict by deception or trickery. Try to distance yourself so as not to worsen the atmosphere in the team with your comments. Also, be careful not to miss important work assignments that you receive from your superiors. Otherwise, you may stumble on the career ladder. Income and expenses. They definitely won't be a problem for you, as long as you can get them under control quickly. Don't waste time on small expenses, but set one big financial goal for the whole year. Let this be your cherished dream, and then you will have excellent motivation to observe financial discipline. In January and February, you may experience severe stress, the like of which you have not felt for many years. This can have a negative impact on your health. Therefore, plan a vacation in early spring in advance to recover. Libra. The first half of 2025 is the calm before the storm for Libra. You need to rest and recharge to be ready for the problems that follow. On May 31st, the patron planet Venus will be at its highest point above the horizon and will be visible until sunrise. This will be the beginning of a rather difficult period that will last for the next 6 months. You have March and April to assess how far you've come in your relationship. If you see prospects, then try to take care of your partner during a difficult period. If your heart is silent, then August will be a good time to let go of each other and get rid of the burden that prevents you from moving on. But think carefully before burning bridges behind your back. Libra is expected to have a pretty energetic personal life in the summer, so it will be difficult to concentrate on professional matters. But if you can separate one from the other, you can succeed in your career. You can expect to be promoted or change jobs. Most importantly, do not allow heart-to-heart communication with your superiors. Anything you say can be used against you. Try to avoid unnecessary conflicts in the team. In June and July, you will have to deal with important issues in your financial life, such as taxes and debts, and perhaps even reconsider how you manage cash flows with your partner. In September, you should focus on what you value most, earn more money, and purchase the things you love. At the end of the year, when you're really tired, it's time to reflect and immerse yourself. You will have to go deep into your subconscious and deal with some fears and complexes. Libra should take regular breaks from worries. Despite all the changes, you should not neglect a healthy diet. Scorpio. In 2025, Scorpios will confidently move towards their professional goals. For once, this zodiac sign will stop treating all colleagues as opponents and competitors, and will start working in partnership with them. You will turn from a lone fighter into a team player, and this change of mindset will have a positive impact on professional success. But it won't be easy in love. Usually for fear of disappointment, Scorpios show their prickly side, which scares off potential partners. But there is a high probability that in August, you will meet someone who will not be repelled by a poisonous character, and this person will force you to drop your protective armor. Don't think about it. What will come of it? Just enjoy the romance and trusting relationships. For Scorpios who are in a couple, testing the relationship for strength will lead either to marriage or to separation. In April, under the influence of passion and jealousy, you can break all the dishes in the house, and in July, relaxing apart, you will miss each other wildly. It is unlikely that you will be able to quickly fix a tense situation, but you must remain loyal, honest, and sincere towards your partner. Be sure to focus on living in the present. Walk in pairs and put all the events in perspective. Mercury retrograde, from November 9th to November 29th, is notorious for bringing back slightly forgotten troubles, and at the end of autumn, a person from the past may unexpectedly return to your life. You'll have to decide whether to continue your relationship with your ex. But no matter how your heart beats, think with your head. Remember why you broke up last time, and think carefully about whether it's worth stepping on the same rake. But a new person or people you will meet in the summer can play a crucial role in moving you up the career ladder, bringing you closer to your most desired dreams. But remember that it is important to balance work and rest, because sometimes even the most hardworking bees have to replenish their energy reserves. Sagittarius. 2025 is a time of great expectations for Sagittarians. However, this can lead to the fact that you will have inflated ambitions. You should be more careful about your dreams, especially since, in March and April, all your plans will be covered with a copper basin. You will have to adapt to the changes literally on the go. The previous years have been a great challenge for you financially. Nevertheless, you were able to cope, and it served as a wonderful school in life. Therefore, you should not forget this negative experience. Even when you start getting more money, approach your spending wisely. Otherwise, it may happen that even these higher incomes will not be enough for you. Sagittarians are not created for serious relationships. As a rule, representatives of this zodiac sign flutter from flower to flower, like a butterfly. But in the fall of 2025, there is a great chance to meet someone with whom you want to live happily ever after. Don't miss the opportunity to settle down and calm down. You need it, even if it doesn't seem obvious right now. At work, try to keep professional and personal matters separate. Office affairs with married colleagues will not bring anything good. Scandals, showdowns and fights are inevitable. It is especially dangerous to create love triangles in the summer. In the fall, you'll have to take off your rose-colored glasses and take a closer look at your friends. Yes, many of them provide support and motivate you to achieve, in a sense, inspire you. But not everyone has pure intentions. Some people are with you only for their own gain, and in a difficult moment, they can betray or stab you in the back. In 2025, Sagittarians will benefit from one of the superpowers of this zodiac sign, the courage and ability to call a spade and present them to people in a beautiful package. Use these skills to establish and maintain useful contacts. Capricorn. In 2025, Capricorns will have to step out of their comfort zone and take certain risks. Don't sit in the shade behind a curtain, waiting for changes. Feel free to step out into the light and take matters into your own hands. From the first days of January, start purposefully working on changes that will lead to improvements in your life. In February and March, you will have to experience some pressure at work, but by resisting this, you will be able to achieve better conditions for yourself, a salary increase, or a higher position, or you can look for a new employer. Such decisive steps will help you succeed, not only financially, but also in your personal life. You will feel more confident and, thanks to this, you will be able to succeed in a relationship. Capricorns, who have a couple, promise a more peaceful year. You will strengthen your union by accepting your loved one with all the pros and cons. Do not try to fix the flaws and sharpen the partner for yourself, but you will demand the same from your significant other. A certain freedom and the right to your own interests. There may be some rough edges here, but you will be able to walk the fine line with the inner calmness characteristic of this zodiac sign. But for lonely Capricorns, the first half of the year will bring a short but passionate romance. Just try not to rush headlong into the flames of feelings and emotions. Otherwise, you will burn out and migraines and insomnia will become your companions in the fall. Financially, it will be a successful year. Capricorns will be able to create a solid monetary reserve. Only August will be critical, when you can lose a large amount of money due to carelessness. Beware of any investments. December will be very profitable, especially the week around the winter solstice, 3 days before December 21st and 3 days after. Try to gain advanced knowledge and skills and learn something new that will help you constantly improve. The year 2025 will be fruitful for gaining interesting experience and will bring many promising opportunities. Aquarius, the biggest challenges in 2025 await Aquarians in their relationships. You will have to find out in practice which people bring something useful into your life and which ones only take away your energy. Stop all communication with toxics, colleagues and envious girlfriends. Surround yourself with positive people who give you joy and pure emotions. You will need a lot of pleasant experiences in the coming months. Single Aquarians will have no problem finding romantic partners. And those who are married or in a relationship will have to talk a lot. Discuss what has gone wrong lately. 2. Avoid protracted conflicts. Act gently and tactfully. In the summer, some Aquarians will finally pluck up the courage and take a step towards their own business. Most representatives of this zodiac sign are not created for an employment relationship, with its limits and limitations. Only by doing what truly inspires you will you be able to develop freely and achieve success. You often pay for your carelessness. You promise something before you think about whether you can fulfill it. Therefore, make a commitment to bite your tongue in every such situation. Try to pay off all debts before July. Financial difficulties may arise in the second half of the year, and you will not have extra money. Be careful in September. Do not trust scammers and calls from unknown numbers. Do not tell anyone the passwords to your social media accounts. And do not leave your phone or laptop unattended for long periods. This month, the risk of losing money is highest. Whether 2025 will be a good year for Aquarians in terms of health depends more on their age. In youth, it is easy to cope with constant stress and exhaustion of your body. But at some point, you still have to learn how to use your strength and energy more wisely. Pisces. In 2025, Pisces has the best chance of finding what they've been looking for all their lives: an ideal relationship. This zodiac sign has accurate ideas about how this ideal works. But more often than not, there is a big gap between expectations and reality. So in the coming year, everything will turn out exactly as you always dreamed. Pisces will have some career difficulties, not because you can't handle it. It's just that at some point, you may finally get tired of boring 8-hour days. You will want to give up everything, plunge into creativity, and try to monetize your hobby. Spring is the most favorable time for such changes. However, if you stay where you are, then towards the end of the year, your superiors may see your potential and offer you the best conditions to realize your potential and increase your income. This may be preceded by an unpleasant period, including intrigues on the part of colleagues, underhanded games, and intrigues. When dealing with ill wishes, try not to get nervous and do not break out into a scream. It will damage your reputation. The plans that you have been making for several years can be implemented between February and August. You have long figured out how and what to improve to make your life happier. In 2025, the stars will provide all the opportunities for this. In May, the stars will converge at the right angle, and a favorable period will begin for buying an apartment, house, and cottage, as well as for repairs, redevelopment, and just to add comfort to the interior. In summer, pleasant meetings and gatherings with friends, trips with children, brothers and sisters will charge you with new energy. It's a great time to give and receive love, to bring more fun and games into your life. On September 2nd, the patron planet Neptune will be in opposition to the Earth. The blue giant will launch a new 10-year cycle in the life of Pisces, in which these noted introverts will very slowly but still change and open up to the world.